Hey guys, and welcome to Petrol Ped, and welcome to this week's Midweek 180. Well, I am here in my favourite office again. I'm working away from home this week and staying with my good friends, an office that's very familiar to regular watchers of the Midweek 180. But if you've not seen one of these before, this is my midweek update where I bring you my news, views and information about upcoming reviews, all filmed in one take. I'm going to put 180 seconds in the bottom left hand corner of your screen, and that's it, a very simple format. So without further ado, let's get cracking with this week's Midweek 180. I shall start my timer. Okay, first comment last week was Need for Speed Passion. Congratulations. There was a bit of a battle last week, but let the battle royale commence this week. Whoever puts the first comment this week, I will give you a shout out next week. Where are you and what you're doing? Well, that was Red MXX, who was getting ready to move to Goodwood. In your dreams, but it's about time you live closer to Goodwood, mate. That means you could make it to all the various track days and take lots of lovely photographs. But wherever you are right now and whatever you're doing, let me know in the comments below and I'll give you a shout out next week. Now, my question last week was basically what you guys thought could improve F1. We were talking about the new cars for 2021. Lots of interesting suggestions, mainly around the reduction of downforce. I think it needs to be a reduction of wing downforce, but an increase of underbody downforce. Lots more suggestions around increases of noise. Sadly, I think we're stuck with hybrid cars, so return of V8s or V10s is unlikely. And then the other big one is the kind of more fair distribution of prize money, which I think would help a great deal, especially for the smaller teams. This week's question, triggered by the fact I've got the Hyundai Ioniq this week, and I was driving it on the motorway yesterday and I had adaptive cruise on, and I remembered just what a great feature adaptive cruise is. We don't have it on either of our current cars, but when we had the Range Rover Sport, we had it, and I just thought it was great. So all I want to know is, what's the favourite feature that you have on your car that you use all the time, or one that you miss that you've had on a car before but don't have on one of your current cars? For me, adaptive cruise would always be something that I spec. F1 news, clearly no race this weekend. More driver market news. Announced just yesterday that Antonio Giovinazzi is going to take the other Sauber seat, so he'll be teammating Kimi Räikkönen, and that downgrades Marcus Ericsson. He's lost his drive and he's now going to be basically the reserve driver at Sauber. So we're kind of getting to the point where most of the seats are sorted, but I still think there's a few surprises potentially. We're off to Russia, to Sochi this weekend for the F1, which would be really cool. So it should be a good race. I think if Lewis has a good result, that's gonna be pretty much the championship nailed on for him. And then I also wanted to mention Formula 3 went to Donnington Park this weekend, or weekend just gone, and BillyWhizz, Billy Monger, just had an awesome weekend, going back to the site of his accident, which wasn't very long ago at all. He got a pole position on the Saturday and ended up with a third place podium for race 3 on the Sunday. Just an awesome drive. I just think that guy is just so inspirational. No car news I've seen really floating around the internet this week, but I am in the Hyundai Ioniq. If you've seen my video on Monday, I'm going to do a collaboration review on Friday. I'm filming it, so any suggestions? I'm really impressed with the car so far. At the moment I'm filming a living with video. I've driven it all the way to the Cotswolds and kind of just trying to get some miles and seeing what it's like. And then on Friday at 6 you need to tune in for the Mustang GT, the 5-litre V8, and boom! We hit the timer pretty much. So yes, Friday's video is a pretty cool one. I first drove a Mustang 18 months ago and I didn't rate it at all, I have to say. It had the automatic box and I wasn't a fan, but I drove the 6-speed manual 5-litre V8 Mustang GT, the facelift one. I drove it last week and I have to say it was a lot of fun.
Oh, yes.
You need to tune in on Friday to see if I thought it was any good or not. But anyway, that, my dear peddlers, is that. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have done so, give me a thumbs up. Comments below are always welcome, and if you haven't done so already, please subscribe to Petrol Ped for plenty more content to come. Get involved in the collaboration review of the Hyundai Ioniq plug-in hybrid. Watch the video from Monday. I'll put a card above right now. And then you need to tune in this Friday at 6 o'clock for the new Mustang GT 5-litre V8 full review. Absolutely biblical car, but I'll see you on that film, guys. You take care. Drive safe.